So, we're taking the old 2008 Chevy Silverado for a ride. I'm pretty sure third gear is gone altogether. It shifts from first to second. You put it in third and it goes. It's just another neutral. So I think the issue here is really just going to be that third gear is gone. Did just go into overdrive, I believe. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Hello, welcome to Florida Budget Builds. Today we are going to pull the trans on this 2008 Chevy Silverado. I already have the drive shaft out. Most of the electronics are pulled, and I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the exhaust just to kind of ease myself. I mean, I may have to. It might be one of those things, but either way, we're going to move it just to get it out of the way. Make it nice and simple and easy. Now, this did show up after sitting for a while, and it hadn't run. It was pretty hard starting, and idled really rough, and wanted to idle at like 2,000 RPMs. Oh. Now we got that all figured out. Pretty simple stuff. We're gonna break those for sure. Oh man. What breaks first? Man, that's on there. I'm stuck. Oh god. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, of course, it's on there real good. I'm gonna have to get some heat on that. Alright, so we're back. I got the exhaust off. I ended up having a couple bolts in there. They didn't break, but one stripped and just spun and spun and spun. We managed to get that off. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get into the torque converter now. It just seems like the most feasible next option. This had no nut on it. It was just Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, you know, non-existent. So that's fun. And onwards we go. Alright, so here we are, very fast forwarded. I skipped a bunch of steps. This ended up not being one of those go how it should kind of jobs. So one of the things I ended up running into, oh my god, we're locked out. One of the things I ended up running into, and this is the kind of stuff I hate. Now don't get me wrong, I'm going to cut a lot of corners and you're going to see it. But if you're the kind of guy that puts that kind of torque converter bolt in, I hate you. I hate you in so many ways. Dude, seriously, what was that? $5? $7? I mean, come on. So I'm assuming that same fine fella is also the guy that took a hacksaw to the exhaust, one of the Y-pipe bolts where it meets the headers, and he ever so nicely cut one right down the center with what looks like a hacksaw or a Dremel blade. And then, knowing he wasn't going to be the one that took it off, just ran the nut right back over top of it. So, it was fun, needless to say. So, I did end up being able to get it out and in the car. Of course, it's bleeding everywhere because I didn't drain it. And, I mean, this definitely wasn't original to the truck, I believe. Now, obviously, the torque converter bolts were taken out at some point, but I mean, you can see where this thing was broken. I mean, and the pieces aren't here. It was not me. But no, there are a lot of things, dates and numbers, that say this was a junkyard trans long before I got to it. And I gotta say, once I got that torque converter bolt out, the housing bolts and everything, I mean, they really came out pretty nice. I broke them all loose by hand, got the trans jack under it, and then we pulled the rest of the bolts with the old Milwaukee, and here we are. It went pretty good. It came right down on the jack stand, like I said. Excuse me, trans jack. And like I had mentioned earlier, I'd already had all the wires pulled, so I just had the trans lines and I think one single vacuum line. But you can see, even from here, I mean, that stuff was super dirty. It was burnt up, which is weird because first and second felt really good, but there was nothing else. And that baby's still full. Now I did find one. It's pretty far away. I think it's out past Ocala, and I'm gonna probably end up running out there because on this 0708, apparently they're very, very, very specific to this year, this truck. So if you can find one basically under $1,000 or $1,200, you're doing really, really good. So that's probably gonna wrap this up. Maybe I'll take you guys out there with me. Other than that, I'll see you when I get the other one and start putting her back in.